do agree that that's a good idea, Brown Bear, but what do you think? Oh, hi there! Welcome to Storytime. I'm Miss Hannah, and we're at the start of a new unit. So this time we're going to talk about hibernation. Can you say hibernation for me? Good job. Hibernation means to sleep through the winter. And there's a lot of animals that hibernate. Some of them being bears. So, should we read some bear books? All right, curl up with your favorite bear friend and let's read a bear book. Our first bear book is called Bear Snores On, and it's by Karma Wilson. And can you help me with this? You can? Let's do it. In a cave in the woods, in his deep, dark lair, through the cold, long, cold winter, sleeps a great brown bear. Cuddled in a heap with his eyes shut tight, he sleeps through the day, he sleeps through the night. The cold winds howl, the night signs growl, but the bear snores on. An itty-bitty mouse, pitter-pat, tiptoe, creep crawls in. From the fluff, cold snow, mouse squeaks. Crawls into the cave through the fluff, cold snow, mouse squeaks. Too dark, too dank, too damp, too dank, too dark. So he lights sweet twigs with a small hot spark. He's starting a fire. The coals pip-pop and the wind doesn't stop. But the bear snores on. Two glowing eyes sneak peek through the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And a hare hops in. "Oh, Mouse," says the hare, "long time no see." So they pop white corn and they brew black tea. That sounds nice, doesn't it? Mouse sips, wee sips. Her burps, big burps, burp. But the bear, what does he do? Snores on. A badger scuttles by, sniff snuffs in the air. "I smell yummy yums, perhaps we can share." "I bought honey nuts," says Badger with a grin. "Let's dig them up, cozy down and dig in." That sounds yummy too. And they nibble and they munch with a chew, chomp, crunch. But the bear snores on. A gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor. A wren and a raven flutter through the door. Mole mutters, "What a night! What a storm!" twitters wren. And everybody clutters into the great bear's den. And they tweet and they titter and they chat and they chitter. But what happens? The bear snores on. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. Hare stokes the fire, mouse seasons the stew, then a very small pepper flex makes the bear say, what do you think is going to happen? Ka-choo! He blows and he sneezes and the whole crowd freezes. And the bear wakes up. Oh, does he look happy? Bear gnarls and he snarls. Bear roars and he rumbles. Bear jumps and he stomps. And bear growls and he grumbles. "You snuck in my lair and you had all your fun, but me, I was sleeping, and I've had none." And he whimpers, and he moans, and he wails, and he groans, and the bear blubbers on. What's he feeling now? Sad. Mouse squeaks, "Don't fret, don't fuss, look, see! We can pop more corn, we can brew more tea!" Bear gulps, bear gobbles, he sighs with delight. Then he spins tall tales through the blustery night. When the sun peeks up and the crisp clear dawn, Bear can't sleep, but his friends snore on. Who's awake now? Bear And who's asleep? His friends. Would you like to go on a bear hunt with me? Let's do that. Okay, are we ready to go on a bear hunt? Now, this bear hunt is courtesy of Dr. Jean. So, all credit to her. All right, so let's get out our backpacks. We're going to unzip. We're going to put our flashlight in. We'll put a peanut butter sandwich in for later. All right, zip it back up. Put it on. You ready? We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one with big green eyes and a fuzzy little tail. Look over there. It's a candy factory. Can't go over it. Can't go under it. Can't go around it. I guess we'll go through it. Ready? We're going on a bear hunt. We're gonna catch a big one with big green eyes and a fuzzy little tail. Look over there. It's a peanut butter river. Can't go over it. Can't go under it. Can't go around it. I guess we'll swim across it. Here we go. Oof. Oh, it's thick. It's peanut butter. Oof. 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 I need a snack. What about you? I got peanut butter and jelly. You have cheese and crackers? I'll trade you. Oh, nom, 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 nom. All right. Get a drink of water real quick. All right, put your backpacks back on. Ready? We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one with big green eyes and a fuzzy little tail. Look over there. It's a jello swamp. Can't go over it. Can't go under it. Can't go around it. I guess we'll go through it. Jello's so crazy. We're going on a bear hunt. We're gonna catch a big one with big green eyes and a fuzzy little tail. Look over there. It's a cave. Can't go over it. Can't go under it. Can't go around it. I guess we'll go in it. Get out your flashlights. Turn them on. It's cold in here. I see two big green eyes and a fuzzy little tail. It's a bear! Packed to the door. Swim across that peanut butter river and through the candy factory. Get home. Open the door. Close the door. Whew. We went on a bear hunt. And we weren't afraid. I wasn't scared. Were you scared? I was. Should we read another book about bears, though? We should. Let's go. Our next book is called Bear Has a Story to Tell. And it's by Philip C. Stead. Let's get to my first page. There we go. It was winter, and Bear was getting sleepy. But first, Bear had a story to tell. Mouse, would you like to hear a story? Asked Bear with a yawn. I'm sorry, Bear, said Mouse, but it's almost winter, and I have many seats to gather. Bear helped Mouse find seats on the forest floor. When they had finished, Mouse said, "See you soon," and tunneled underground to wait for spring. There he is, right there. He's tunneling. Bear took slow, sleepy steps through the forest. Fallen leaf crunched under his feet. "Hello, Duck," said Bear, sitting down to rest his legs. "Would you like to hear a story?"
I'm sorry, Bear,
said Duck,
but it's almost winter, and I'm getting ready to fly south.
"I will miss you, Bear. I will miss you, Duck," said Bear. He raised his paw to check the wind.
I will miss you too,
said Duck, and off he flew. He's migrating. He's flying south for the winter. The sun was heavy and hung low in the sky. Bear's eyelids were getting heavy. He counted colors to stay awake. 3 pink clouds, 2 red leaves, 1 green. Hello, Frog, Bear said. Would you like to hear a story? I'm sorry, Bear, said Frog, but it's almost winter and I have to find a warm place to sleep. Bear dug a frog-sized hole between 2 evergreens. Then he tucked Frog underneath a blanket of leaves and pine needles. Thank you, Bear, said Frog. I'll see you in the spring. Bear leaned against an old oak tree. He stretched and scratched his belly. I wonder if Mole is awake, he thought. Mole, are you there, Mole? Mole was already asleep. Good night, Mole, said Bear with a sigh. The first snowflakes of winter began to fall. You see them? Aren't they pretty? There he is. He's hibernating now. Many months passed, and the sun returned. It melted the snow and woke the trees. Bear rolled onto the green grass. It's spring, he said. Now I can tell my story. But first, Bear brought Mouse an acorn. Thank you, Bear, said Mouse, and Mouse was hungry after a long winter. Welcome home, Duck, said Bear. You must be tired from your journey. Bear showed Duck a nice shady pond that he had found. There's Duck. He's in the pond. Bear placed Frog in the sunshine till he was warm and awake. Frog opened one eye, then the other. Good morning, said Bear. Bear, Mouse, Duck, and Frog waited all day for Mole to wake up. Finally, Mole poked his nose into the moonlight. Mole, said Bear, would you like to hear a story? Bear gathered his friends all around. He sat straight up. He puffed out his chest and cleared his throat. And with all of his friends listening, Bear could not remember his story. It was such a good story, he said, hanging his head. But winter is a very long time for a bear to remember. The friends all sat together for a quiet minute. Then Mouse said, maybe your story's about a bear. Duck said,
Maybe it's about the busy time right before winter.
I think there should be other characters too, said Frog.
Like a mole,
Suggested Mole.
and a mouse, and a duck, and a frog.
Bear sat up straight. He cleared his throat, puffed out his chest, and began his story with, It was winter, and Bear was getting sleepy. The end. What story do you think he's going to tell? Do you think he's going to tell the one we just read? Wouldn't that be funny? Can you do the big word with me? Let's do it. Our big word for this unit is hibernation. Can you say hibernation? Very good. Hibernation means to sleep through the winter. Can you do it with me? We're going to do it 3 times because that's how many times it takes to get in our brain. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hibernation. Sleep through the winter. Here we go again. 1, 2, 3. Hibernation. Sleep through the winter. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Hibernation. Sleep through the winter. Good job. Would you like to see a craft I made for you? Look at this. A fun craft for this week is to make your very own bear. This is just a paper plate, and I have a muzzle on here and a couple of ears. And I drew eyes, but you can use googly eyes if you have them. And I just drew a mouth and a smile. You could even put some freckles on there for the bear. So this is a really easy craft if you want to do it with your adult. And gather up your teddy bears. Oof, Give your teddy bears a squeeze. And have a good rest of your day. And I will see you next time. You guys say goodbye? Goodbye.